Have you ever felt like your partner is always trying to get the spotlight and leave you in the shadows? Do they always try to prove themselves right and silence all your arguments? Do they get angry when you fail to fulfill their demands? If any of this sounds familiar, then you've come to the right place. This podcast is going to dive deep into different aspects of narcissistic behavior in relationships and give you some practical tips for dealing with it. Hello, and welcome to the podcast Relationship with a Narcissist. I am Dr. Prerna Kohli, a clinical psychologist and the founder of MindTribe. At MindTribe, we provide affordable counseling, support groups, communities, workshops, and e-learning for improving your mental health. Narcissism is a term that means a type of behavior wherein a person shows extreme self-importance and often ignores the needs and demands of others around them. It is also important to remember that narcissism is a trait that can also be a part of a larger spectrum disorder like narcissistic personality disorder. A narcissistic personality disorder is a mental health condition that can create significant challenges for the person living with it and requires the expertise of a trained mental health professional. Apart from this, some people can exhibit narcissistic characteristics without being diagnosed with the NPD. These characteristics might include some of these. 1. They love being the I, me, and myself kind of person, which means having an extreme sense of self-importance. 2. Such individuals often create a strawberry world to live in and boost their sense of grandeur. 3. They love extended speech, to get praised and admired constantly. 4. They often presume a sense of entitlement and authority amongst the people around them. And 5. They take extreme advantage of others or exploit them without shame or guilt. Now that you know some signs to spot in a narcissistic partner, let's understand what brings narcissism into the picture. There are 3 big reasons why someone might develop a bit of a narcissistic streak. First off, we've got the parent-child dynamic. If a child is raised by a parent who consistently either places them on a pedestal or undermines them, it has the potential to significantly disrupt their sense of self. Next up, we've got personality traits that can run in the family. You know how they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree? Just the same way some characteristics can be inherited in nature. Last but not least, we've got neurobiology, the connection between what's going on in someone's body and how they act and think. It's a complex topic, but basically, certain brain patterns and behaviors can contribute to someone developing narcissistic tendencies. Furthermore, there could be a complex interplay of these factors in causing such behavior, and expert attention is advised for the same. Now comes the main part, elaborative tone. What does a narcissistic partner seem like? Narcissistic partners can seem very charming at first, but soon feelings of jealousy, anger, and ignorance seem to surface, leaving you feeling hurt and confused. For them, a relationship is not a selfless equation, and they often find it difficult to reciprocate feelings of empathy, care, and kindness to their partners. Oh, and let's not forget about gaslighting. This is when they twist conversations around to make themselves look good or prove their point, even if it means making you doubt your own sanity. Now you must be thinking, what could be my action plan to deal with such people? Well, it could be very challenging at times, and hence proper strategies are required. So, here comes the points to remember. Do not try to fix them. It's not usually helpful to talk to a narcissistic partner about their behavior because they might not be able to understand or admit to their actions. Instead, try to direct your energy towards yourself by building up a solid network of supportive friends and family. This will not only give you a place to turn to for comfort, but it will also help you better manage your emotions and deal with the challenges of your relationship. Furthermore, set appropriate boundaries. When expressing your concerns to your partner, it's important to approach the conversation with empathy instead of resentment. Try to put yourself in their shoes and communicate your feelings in a way that's respectful and understanding of their perspective. For example, instead of saying "you never listen to me," try saying "I feel like my opinions aren't being heard, and it's causing me to feel frustrated." It's also crucial to have a designated space that's solely yours, where you can recharge your energy levels. This could be a quiet corner of your home, a favorite park, or a cozy coffee shop where you can unwind and reflect. Finally, if you feel that your partner has crossed a boundary, don't hesitate to communicate this clearly and directly. Be firm and assertive in expressing your limits, and make it clear that they need to be respected. Try and educate yourself about narcissism. Congratulations! It's fantastic that you've already taken this important step of getting to know your partner's traits. Understanding their behavior patterns can provide valuable insights into their personality, motivations, and needs. This, in turn, can help you accept them for who they are and set more realistic expectations for your relationship. By acknowledging and accepting these personality traits, you can avoid unrealistic expectations and develop a deeper understanding of your partner's needs and behavior. This can help foster a more harmonious and fulfilling relationship in the long term. Building a positive self-esteem could also help a lot. One way to improve your confidence and ability to advocate for yourself is to incorporate positive self-talk and a regular self-care routine into your daily life. Be gentle and compassionate with yourself, and make a conscious effort to speak to yourself in a positive and affirming manner. For example, when you catch yourself thinking negative thoughts, challenge them by reminding yourself of your strengths and accomplishments. You could also try journaling, meditation or mindfulness practices as a way to cultivate greater self-esteem. Relaxation and recreation are another way out. There are many different ways to enhance your sense of well-being and connect with yourself on a deeper level. For instance, you may find that practicing relaxation techniques like meditation or yoga helps you feel more grounded and centered. By quieting your mind and focusing on your breath, you can reduce stress and promote a greater sense of peace. Ultimately, finding activities that bring you joy and fulfillment can help you stay connected to yourself and your needs. By prioritizing self-care and making time for the things that make you happy, you'll be better equipped to cope with life's challenges and live a more fulfilling life. Last and the most significant step is to recognize when to move on. Some people with narcissistic personalities can also be verbally or emotionally abusive. Some signs of an abusive relationship include name-calling, insults, public humiliation, yelling, threats, and accusations. The time when it starts to disrupt your mental well-being, recognize it and prepare yourself to move on. Getting the help of a mental health professional is also advisable here. Narcissism as a trait can sometimes become untraceable for some people in a relationship. The unapologetic exploitation and constant need for self-importance of your partner can leave you feeling adrift and powerless. That's why it's so important to educate yourself about this personality trait and learn how to effectively manage it. Remember, each new day brings with it the promise of a fresh start and brings an opportunity to start a course towards the life you deserve. So, let's end this podcast on a positive note and say some affirmations together. Are you ready? Let's start. I am a lovable person and deserve love and respect. I have immense belief and faith in myself. I am going to make my self-care a priority. And I am creating healthy boundaries which I won't allow anyone to overstep. Lastly, take a deep breath. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up and let the air fill you up with all the love, affection, and power you need. Pause. Exhale slowly. With this, I send you all the love and best wishes you need for your new journey toward your relationship. This is Dr. Prerna Kohli and I thank you for listening to this podcast. Do listen to this podcast as frequently as you like. Take care.